You see, I wreck the instruments. That's my excuse. So we'll see what happens. It's been such a long time since we've done a meditation. So I thought this morning, as it's been a while, because I didn't get obviously I get all my meditations from Spirit, and I've got a big book with about 50 in there, but I was drawn to this one this morning, and it's called Healing from Spirit. And I thought it'd be really nice that, as we haven't sat, we could sit for some healing this morning, and we could all get some nice healing. I don't think it matters, even if you're in tip-top health. I think there's always something you could do with a little bit of healing for, whether it's stress or, that you're running around, especially with Christmas coming up. I expect all the mums are thinking about Christmas presents, and I know I've been trying to work out what I'm going to get for my grandchildren for Christmas. Good morning, Jill. Lovely that you could join us this morning. Good morning, Mary. Now, Mary, and I will show you, is the lovely lady that gave me this brooch. Lovely medium, and thanks, Mary. It's very precious to me. So, I wear it. Morning, Carrie Ann, all the way from Canada. Fantastic. I've got a cousin in Canada. Not quite sure where he lives, but he came over a little while ago, which was great to see him. Hi, Hayley from Wales. I've never been to Wales. My daughter goes a lot. She goes down and they go camping quite often. Good morning, Sue. We're going to do a meditation this morning, and then after the meditation, Sue, that you can ask me some questions about your meditation, and we can try and interpret what you got. So it's one form of getting a message, but it's a personal message for you. So if you want to stay and join us for the meditation, it would be lovely. Good morning, Natalie. Glad you could be here with us this morning. Richard said, Natalie, thank you for the lovely review. As you can see, he's talking to me through my ear, so if I go quiet, I'm talking to Richard. Good morning, Helen. Yes, I'm back, like the Terminator. You can't get rid of me forever. Yeah, it's been a pretty tough year this year, but touch wood, all things are going well at the moment. So good morning, Marie. Lovely you could join us. And hi, Joy, was that? Okay, Joy, we're not, as I said earlier, we're not doing readings this morning. We're doing a meditation, and then after the meditation, we can have a conversation, and I can help you work out what was in your meditation if you weren't sure, and you can ask any questions. So good morning, Sandy. Lovely you could be with us. I love the flowers on your picture, so pretty. Is that a butterfly or is it a tree? I'm not quite sure. Oh, fairy. Oh my God, I need new glasses. Martine says she's outside. Nature is. It's all right. Richard keeps flicking, keeps flicking. Okay. He said, nature is gorgeous and I'm grateful for my guides and white feathers. Yeah, white feathers this morning. I thought I was guided to even wear this T-shirt because I thought even though we don't celebrate, but even though we remember Armistice Day and Remembrance Day, I thought I'd wear the white feathers for peace. So you've got lots of white feathers too. Hi, Jay. Beautiful lotus flower. Apparently I keep flicking backwards and forwards because this. Oh, okay. So if I go quiet, Richard's using a new system, so it's taken a while for the words to come up for me. Sunshine is strengthening as I grieve over 2 elder family members. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Both as a couple passed in 5 days, same week, end of September, sudden and unexpected. I'm so sorry about that, Martine. I'm sure you have comfort, though, that they're still together. And hi, Joanne. It's so tough, isn't it, when you lose somebody? And even though we believe what we believe in, we still miss their physical presence. But we know they're with us and we know they're looking over us all the time. And Richard's put, apparently somebody is trying to pretend to be SPTV and they're asking you to friend the page and asking for your credit card. So this is a scammer. Can you please block and report them, because everything on SPTV channel is free. All the mediums work for free. Richard does everything 100% free, and he would never ever ask for any credit card. So if you get anybody asking for a credit card under the name of SPTV channel, then please block and report them, because they are scammers, okay? And we don't want to be involved with them. Somebody, you know, just trying to give us a bad name probably, and you know, trying to make a few quid on the side. Okay, so we're just going to put some few adverts up on what's going to be on over the weekend, and then we'll start our meditation. So give you a minute to go and get glass of water or something, and you can have a look at the adverts and we'll see what's on, because I don't know either.
Spiritual Psychics TV are happy to tell you about their second holistic fair. Our event has over 30 stalls, with 8 readers, free talks, and workshops throughout the day. From 1 p.m. on the day, we have a free mediumship demonstration with Deb Clark. Our holistic fair has 5 different crystal stalls, 2 homemade soap specialists, with 6 different healers, ranging from spiritual, Reiki and sound healing. Readers such as Matt and Kirsty Grogan, Polly Harnett, Sam O'Neill, Jane Malton, Nick Brown, Emily Baker, and Patty Kennedy. We also have a variety of other interesting stalls available. Our event is on Saturday 3rd of December starting from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. at the Waterlooville Community Centre. Come and say hello, enjoy the free workshops, talks, have a private reading, and purchase some wonderful Christmas gifts at the SPTV Holistic Fair. Tonight from 8 p.m, Jessica May hosts her animal communication show while offering guidance to our viewers. Tomorrow night from 8 p.m, SPTV is joined by another guest who will be demonstrating their mediumship abilities by offering free readings to our viewers.
Okay, so fantastic things on over the weekend, and I know the spiritual fair that holistic fair that Richard did earlier. I think it was last year, wasn't it, Richard? Was so June. No, that's right, June. It was did so well. So we were saying about Christmas presents. I mean, if they're selling all the crystals and wonderful things, start saving your money to go down there. And you know, I unfortunately it's a bit too far for me to drive at the moment, but I was watching online when Richard put it on. There's so many fantastic things for sale, and healing and readings, and brilliant. So if you can get down there, be a really good day out. And apparently there's a big Asda's next door, so that would be good too. You can go in and get some dinner. So we've got mediumship with Deb and Matt and Kirsty at the Roebuck Inn, and that's on Friday. Is that the 2nd? Friday the 2nd. Oh, and there's only 5 tickets left, so if you want to go and see them, you better get in quick. So that looks like a good evening. Okay, so are you ready to start meditation now, Richard? Okay, let's say hello to a couple more people. Good morning, Miranda. Lovely you could join us this morning. Mary's. Okay. Okay, so for notifications, you have to go into notifications and switch on all notifications. So that's if you want to be notified that when Psychic TV is coming on. Is that it, right, Richard? On Facebook. So and it's quite nice because all of a sudden you'll get a little ding on your phone, and you know you're told everything that's coming on. So it's quite a handy reminder, because we lead such busy lives, we don't always remember, do we? So oh, so Mary says she's not getting her. So Mary, put your notifications on for everything on Facebook. And I wasn't sure. Let's see what else Mary was saying there. Oh, Joe said Debbie said good morning, Debbie, and Joe said, okay, good morning to Joe. So it's lovely that you're all with us this morning. Is that everybody, Richard? Okay, smashing. So let's start our meditation. Those of you, I presume everybody's done a meditation. If you haven't, there's nothing to worry about. All we're going to do, and all I'm going to do, is talk you through a nice relaxing, say half an hour, that you could just follow what I'm saying to you. Just relax in your chair. So turn your phones off and that sort of thing, because you don't want to suddenly your phone to go off and you'll jump out of your skin. Just turn your phones off and find a nice chair where you can sit upright. If you lay down on the settee or something, you tend to go to sleep, which is okay because you're still listening and subconsciously you'll be there. But it's nicer if you just sit up and relax. You won't fall off your chair, and you're safe and you're protected and you'll be grounded. And then when we've finished, I'll just do a little exercise with you to make sure that you're thoroughly grounded at the end, so that you can go on with your own work and whatever you've got to do. So what I want you to do is to just close your eyes and take a few deep breaths in and out, in and out. Just let your body relax. Let your mind relax. Any thoughts that are coming into your mind, just let them drift away. You'll worry about those later. Now we're going to have half an hour of time and peace and healing for us. Time of relaxation, because we deserve it. We all give so much out to everybody else and put others before ourselves. But this is half an hour that we're going to do something for us. So just relax your body, let your legs feel heavy. Feel your feet firmly on the ground. Let your arms relax. Give your shoulders and your neck a wiggle. Let any tension just come out of your body. As you sit and relax and just listen to your breathing. As you breathe in and out, in and out. Your mind is starting to relax, and you know that you're safe and you're protected. We're just going to go on a little journey where we're going to receive healing from the spirit world. That healing will go to any part of your body that needs it. It might be somewhere you don't even realize you need healing. But healing can help with physical, emotional things, stress, grief, all sorts of things. But don't worry about where it's going or what it's going to do. Just relax and enjoy this meditation. And I want you to start by visualizing a beautiful white light coming up through your feet, through your legs, past your shins and knees, up through your thighs, up into your torso. Feel that white light, fill your body, go down your arms into your hands, up through your neck into your head. You may feel tingly, you may feel hot or cold. It doesn't matter. Just relax and know that that white light is protecting you and keeping you calm and relaxed. Feel that white light as it goes deep into your heart area. Know that you're loved. Feel that protection and love that you're being given. You are worthy. You deserve to be loved. You're a good person. It's not guilty. You shouldn't feel guilty for spending time on yourself. We deserve that. We need to keep ourselves in a good position. Feel that love as it enters your body. You may feel a bit tearful, that's okay. Just let those tears drop. You may not realise how much people do love you in the spirit world, and those in the spirit world love you. So to start our journey this morning, you're going to find yourself standing in front of a door. I want you to open the door and enter into the room. And as you find yourself going through, you find yourself in the most beautiful room. It feels so welcoming. The walls are painted in a pale lilac colour, and the room is lit by lots of small candles. And as you stand in this room, it feels so peaceful and calm. Your whole body is surrounded and engulfed with love. And as you look around you, you can see so many crystals. There are amethysts, rose quartz, obsidian, selenite, amber, tourmaline, rhodonite, turquoise, every crystal you can think of. And there's beautiful music playing in the background, so softly. It sounds so angelic. In the centre of the room, there's a therapy couch, but this couch is like no other. It's soft and padded, and it has a pillow at one end. I want you to go over and get onto the couch. There's some small steps to make it easier for you to climb on. Climb up onto the steps and get onto the couch. Just lay down, lay back. Feel your body relax into the lovely soft padding. It's just like laying on a cloud. Just relax and spend a few moments listening to that music. Maybe some music you've heard before, maybe something completely different to what you're used to. Just listen. And as you do, you can feel your body relaxing even more. And you're letting go of any tension or stress that you might be carrying. Just lay back and enjoy that feeling of peace, calmness, and tranquility. And as we lay on this couch, maybe you feel hot and warm. Maybe you feel a little bit chilly. Maybe you can feel pins and needles or tingling in your body, or you may even feel that you're weightless as you lay on that couch. Everything is fine. Everything is what you need at this moment. Just let your body accept the love and the healing energies from this special room. And as you're laying on the couch, you feel a blanket come up over your body, making you feel so cozy and warm. You're totally safe and protected here. Enjoy that feeling of relaxation. How cozy and relaxed you feel. How safe and protected. As you look up at the ceiling, you can see the reflections of all the glass crystals around the room, catching the light of the candles, making the ceiling look like a rainbow with a kaleidoscope of colours. Spend a moment looking at all those wonderful patterns. It looks so magical. It's so pretty. It may even take you back with memories of when you were a child and you had a kaleidoscope. Nothing is worrying you at this moment. Your stress is going, your tension is going. You feel so relaxed, so safe and protected. Now, as you're laying there, I want you to concentrate on your head area. And as you do, You can feel two hands either side of your head, gently touching your head. How does this feel? Can you feel heat or cold? Maybe you feel tingly or a bit lightheaded. Perhaps you don't feel anything, that's fine as well. You may not even feel the hands, but know they're there on either side of your head. They're giving you healing. Feel that healing energy as it goes into your head. Those hands are removing any stress or any worries you may have. They may be getting rid of any tension or headaches you may have been suffering from. Just relax, let those hands do their job. And as you relax more, and your mind eases and becomes free of any fear or worries you may have, your mind feels so calm and peaceful. Feel those hands move to your forehead and over your eyes. You can feel the healing as it removes any eye strain or headaches you may have been having. Let that healing energy take away any pain you may have. You may not realize how tense you have been as you feel that tension drifting away. As you feel your body relax more. Now the hands move onto your temples. Easing away that stress, easing away that any worry, any pressure you may be carrying around with you. It feels fantastic. You feel so light, so relieved. Now the hands move down to your neck area. Feel the heat entering your neck. You may even feel your neck click as any tension you're carrying in this area is taken away. You may feel as though your neck is stretching and elongating as the vertebrae in your neck stretch and release any pain and any tension you may be feeling. Now feel the hands move down to your shoulders. When those hands touch you, you can feel your shoulders relax more. Notice how they droop and feel heavy. Any pain or tension you're carrying in your shoulders is gone. Concentrate on your neck and shoulders. Notice how free of knots they feel. All the muscles in your shoulders are relaxed and loose. It feels as though you've just been given a massage. You feel so much lighter, as though a weight has been lifted from you. It feels fantastic. You didn't know you were carrying so much stress and tension around with you. And now it's gone. The weight's been lifted. The hands now move down your arms to your elbows. Feel that energy as it goes down your arms, into your hands, around your fingers. Any pain you have in your arms or elbows, any arthritis in your fingers and hands or rheumatism is being healed. Feel that healing in your knuckles and joints of your hands. Watch as you stretch your fingers out straight. You may feel heat going down your arms. You may feel cold or tingly. Whatever you feel is right for you. There's no right or wrong. You may not feel anything, but know that healing is being sent. Now you feel the hands just gently laying on your throat area. You may feel you need to cough, or you may cough. This energy will help with any throat, thyroid problems that you may have. Feel the heat around your throat. The hands are very, very gentle. You can't feel any weight on your throat area, but you know that healing is being given. This will also help you to express yourself and to speak your truth. There may be things you need to say to others that you've been holding back, but this healing will give you the strength and the right way to speak to them and help you and guide you. The hands now move down to your lungs and bronchial tubes. Feel the warmth and healing energy as it seeps into your lungs. Take some deep breaths in and feel that air entering your lungs. Feel them becoming clearer. Notice how you can breathe deeper now than you could before. Once again, you may need to cough, that's fine. And as you're breathing in and out, those deep breaths make your lungs feel so cleansed and invigorated. Your chest area feels so light. Spend a few moments as the healing is going to your lung area. Those of you that may have had COVID or been suffering with flu and congestion will feel the benefit from this. You can breathe in so deeply. As you breathe in and out, you're breathing in that beautiful healing and breathing out any negative energies, any negative feelings. The hands now move down to your heart area. Feel that gentle energy around your heart. Feel the oxygenated blood pumping into your body. You can listen to your heart as it beats, giving you life, making you healthy. Feel the very gentle energy around your heart. Now think of an occasion when you've been unhappy or had your heart broken. Visualize your heart now. Does it look a dull colour? Does it feel heavy? Visualize your heart being mended. Feel that love. Feel the love you have for yourself. Watch as your heart feels lighter. Your heart feels mended. That is something that's happened in the past. You've learned from it, but you've moved on. And there's no need for you to go back and think about those things anymore. It was something you had to experience to grow and to move forward. Just let it go and feel your heart becoming bigger. Feel that love, the love you have for yourself. You deserve love. You're an important person. People would be lost without you. You're more important than you realise. That healing energy is sending so much love to your heart. Notice how uplifted you feel, how you feel so different now. How you feel as though you've let go of things that you've been holding on to. You don't need them anymore. Just let them go and love yourself. Know that you're a good person and you deserve love. Now feel those hands going down to your tummy area. And feel that energy as it enters into your tummy, settling it, making it feel calm and relaxed. Feel any bloating or fullness just disappear. Any pains or aches you may have in your tummy area just fade away. Watch your stomach looks happy and relaxed. Feel your tummy relax. You know your intestines, lovely and clear, and your stomach is calm. Notice how different it feels now. Now those hands are going to go to your liver area, where all the toxins evaporate from your body. Watch as a healing energy revitalizes your liver. You feel so cleansed. You feel much lighter. It's as though any negative, dark things that are in your body, things that you don't need, that are holding you back, are being cleansed by your liver. They're coming out of your body. You don't need them. Watch as they disappear. You may see it as a black shadow coming out of your body. Just watch as all those negative feelings go. The hands now go down to where your intestines are. See them a pink, healthy colour. Watch as that healing energy moves through your intestines, taking any blockages or soreness. Your intestines look so healthy. Any IBS, diverticulitis, pain, spasms you may have had in your bowels and intestine areas will disappear. Your intestines will relax. They will look so beautiful, beautifully pink and healthy. You may even feel that you want to expel wind. Then let it go. All this is going to help with the healing. You feel so different now. Any problems you may have had in this area, know that healing's being given. I feel the healing moving down to your hip and pelvic regions. Feel that healing and that heat move into your pelvic bones, into your hip area. It feels as though your hips have been oiled. Your muscles in this area have been tightened. Feel any pain you may have had just diminish. Feel the heat surround your pelvic and hip bones, regenerating them, making them more supple, releasing any pain or discomfort you may have in this area. It feels as though 10 years have been taken off of your hips, years of wear and tear and pain. They feel regenerized. Now feel as the hands travel down your legs to your knees. You may feel cold energy taking away any inflammation you may have. Watch as that healing energy enters all the bones and the ligaments of your knees. And once again, feel any pain or discomfort from your knees just vanish. Notice how rejuvenated they feel. You may feel your knees click. As that healing's being given to you. It feels wonderful. Now the hands move down to your calf areas. Watch as the healing helps with your circulation, how it opens the veins in your legs and your arteries, letting the blood flow freely, making your legs feel lighter and stronger, giving them power and strength, taking away any pains or aches you may have in your legs. You can feel the blood pumping and pulsing, taking that beautiful healing energy with it around your body. They feel so light, as though you could walk miles. You just feel so energized. Now the hands are going down to your feet and they're wrapping around your feet. Notice how relaxed your feet are. How do they feel? Do they feel more comfortable? Know that healing is being given to your feet, to the bones, your heel bones, the soles of your feet, wherever you may have aches and pains. Now you can feel one hand moves to the top of your spine and the other hand moves to the bottom. I want you to feel that healing energy as it flows through your spine, between these healing hands. What are you feeling? Are you feeling hot or cold? Maybe tingles. Watch as the healing energy enters into each of the vertebrae and the spaces between them. Spend time concentrating on where that healing energy is going in your spine. Which part of your back and spine needs the most healing? Just visualize that healing going into your back and spine, where you need it the most. Feel those healing hands touching you, with the gentle weight of them on your back, taking away any of your pain or discomfort. You may feel after this meditation you feel more sore or your pain has been exacerbated, but don't worry, this is normal. It leaves off as your healing is working. Enjoy the feeling of the hands as they run up and down your spine, stretching it, making it feel looser and more supple. Feel those hands stretching your spine, making you feel taller and more uplifted. Feel the hands go to the base of your spine, giving you strength and confidence, giving you that feeling of security and safety. Feel that healing filling your whole body, every single part of your body, with love, peace, relaxation and happiness. You feel light and pain-free. You feel content, filled with love, light and happiness. Your pain has diminished. Your stress has gone. The tension in your body has just disappeared. Now the hands are going to move down to your feet. Feel those hands pushing down, making you feel stable, making you feel secure. How grounded you feel, how your whole body feels content, serene and secure. You've received the most amazing healing today from the world of spirit. You now feel refreshed and invigorated. It's time for you to climb down off your couch. Notice how different you feel, how light and energized you feel. You can cope with anything now. You can take on anything. Nothing is going to faze you. Before you leave, I want you to just have a look around the room and pick one of the crystals that you feel drawn to, that you feel you need. And this is a gift to you from Spirit to take with you. You can look up what this crystal means. You might know what it means. I want you to walk back over to the door, taking your crystal with you, and walk back through the door, back to where we started our journey. You're feeling refreshed and invigorated, ready to carry on with your day with enjoyment and happiness. Life is amazing. We've come to the end of our journey and we're back where we started our journey. We feel secure and safe. For those of you that know how to close down, I want you to close down. For those of you that don't, just go through this little exercise with me, because we've been on a very deep meditation today. So keeping your eyes closed, I want you to visualize in the middle of your forehead a purple light bulb, and turn that light bulb off. To go down to your throat area where you see a blue light bulb, turn that light bulb off. Down to your heart area where you see a green light bulb, and turn that light bulb off. Down to your solar plexus area in your tummy where you get all your gut feelings, you see a yellow light bulb, turn that yellow light bulb off. Go down to our sacral area, which is below our tummy button, where there's an orange light bulb, and turn that light bulb off. And finally down to the base of your spine where you see a red light bulb, turn that light bulb off. I'm just going to go back and double check that the purple light bulb in the middle of your forehead is off. The blue light bulb in your throat area is turned off. The green light bulb in your heart area is turned off. The yellow light in your solar plexus is turned off above your tummy. The orange light below your tummy button is turned off. And finally, that red light at the base of your spine is off. We're going to visualize the roots of a tree coming from our hands and our feet, going deep, deep down into the earth, making us feel secure, making us feel strong and stable. We're going to visualize the cloak of protection going over our heads and under our feet and around our bodies. And finally, we're going to put a beautiful white protective light around us, knowing that we're totally closed down. We've finished working, we've finished linking with Spirit today, and we're ready to go ahead with our normal journey, with our normal lives, but feeling so much lighter and so much more refreshed. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. I hope everybody enjoyed that meditation. Please put up some comments if you want to ask any questions about your meditation or any questions about anything else spiritual. I'm quite happy to answer them if I can. It's quite nice to hear what you got what you got on your meditation and how you feel now and whether you feel different. I don't know if there's any comments coming up, Richard, or whether Richard has gone to sleep. He's still there. Yeah, yes. Take your time because it's very, very important. That that was awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Joe, and I hope you'll join us again. I try and do a different meditation every week, depending on what spirit guide me to do. I think sometimes you can go very deep with meditation, so it's good to make sure you always close down. I'm quite fanatical about that, whether it's mediumship, healing, whatever, to always close down afterwards. Natalie said she feels so relaxed. That's brilliant. That was the whole idea, to get rid of all that tension. We don't realise how much we carry around with us, do we? Gillian said, thank you, I've had COVID and a fuzzy head, so I hope this helps you today. I'm sure it will, Gillian. As I said in the meditation, sometimes when you have healing, it can make you feel, sometimes it can exacerbate your pain. Say you come with a pain in the back, it can make it feel a little bit worse, but then it will ease off. So if any of you find that something is hurting, then don't worry, because it will go, okay? Tina said that was amazing. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Tina. We live such a fast-paced life now, don't we? And we never have time to sit and just spend time thinking of ourselves, really, to be honest. And that's why I always think these meditations are good, because it makes you concentrate on yourself for half an hour. Carrie said she feels so much better now. I'm really glad for that, Carrie. And I hope everybody, even if you don't realise now, that you've let something go during this meditation. Whether it's something you've been hanging on to, whether it's an ache or pains. Helen said she needed that in the beginning. A song came to me. It was "Don't You Want Me, Baby." Oh, that's nice. I don't know whether that means that's significant for you, Helen. I mean, that's the song from the 70s, isn't it? Oh, 80s, is it? Oh, that's right. Yeah, 1980s. I used to like that one. I used to have my hair cut like one of the girls in the group that sung it. That's fantastic. Sophie says, so tranquil, full of love and healing. First time I've connected on here with you. Loved the couch. Brilliant. I hope you join us again, Sophie, and come and join me every fortnight for my meditations. And there's so many other wonderful shows on SPTV. So, please join us again. Helen says she's been very ill with flu, chest infection, so needed this. I did feel that when I got to the lung area that I felt I'd spend a little bit more time there for people. I know so many people have had rotten flus and, COVID and goodness knows what else. And I mean, it's the time of year, isn't it, for all the colds and horrible stuff. So I hope that will make your breathing easier. Ginny said she does Reiki healing, so lovely to do this for you today. Yeah, I do Reiki healing as well, but I do spiritual. My main thing is spiritual healing. I'm a tutor at Wimbledon Spiritualist Church, so I teach the healers there. Maybe this is the question. What happens if you don't close down properly? Hope you don't mind me asking a question. No, really, really important question, Miranda. If you don't close down properly, now there will be lots of mediums and healers that poo-poo closing down and won't agree with me, but I can only guide you by, what I've been taught and what I find works with people. Now, for instance, if we didn't close down today, you may go shopping to Tesco's later. And if you've got mediumship abilities, you might suddenly get a message for the lady on the counter, who's doing your shopping. We don't need that. Also, especially if you're doing a healing meditation or you're giving out healing, it's very, very important to close down, because if you don't, you could feel sometimes very spaced. you feel a little bit wobbly. That's why it's important to make your feet grounded and, make those roots of the trees go deep down into the earth, because it can make you feel very wobbly and unstable if you've not closed down properly. I personally always close down when I finished healing. If I don't, so if I've had a busy day and somebody's talked to me just before I've left church and I've forgotten to close down, I always find I get a headache. And then my husband would say, oh, I've got a headache. My husband would say to me, did you close down when you left church? Oh, no. So that's what happens to me. You can also start picking things up. So if you were sitting on the bus going home from wherever, you might pick up the fact that the lady next to you is very, very unhappy, or, she's got a physical pain that you then might pick up because you've perhaps started those healing abilities, or it makes you sensitive. So for me, anything spiritual, whether it's reading a book, I always find it's quite a good thing to do before you go to bed. It helps you sleep better if you close yourself down. But never do it. Excuse me, I'm going to cough 1 minute. Sorry, never do it when you're laying down in bed. Always do it. Even if you sit, if you go for a wee before you go to bed and you're sitting on the toilet, close yourself down before you go to bed, because it just makes you feel all nice and settled. You're not going to be bothered by spirit. As a spiritual worker, I'm a medium and a healer. I always find I only want to work when I want to work. I don't want to be pestered by spirit 24 hours a day. And I know that probably sounds, if they're trying to get through to you. I work when I want to work. So my idea is I open up, which is the reverse of what we did. And I then say, I'm ready to work. So before I will do my meditation, not so much with the meditations, but if I was going to do a service, for instance, or start doing the readings and things like that, I always make sure I open up, because then I'm saying to spirit, I'm ready to work, I'm open, I'm ready to converse with you, let's go. And then when I finished, I say, right, I've done my work now, I close myself down, and then I'm Lesley, housewife, nan, mum, and I guess get on with life. So I find that works best for me. And it's been proved to me so many times that if you actually, you don't need to be a medium or a healer, but everybody has got some of those abilities. And if you learn to close yourself down, even, the more you do it, the more you practice it, the quicker you can do it. And sometimes, even with myself, I always have trouble closing my solar plexus. So that's why I always say to people, go back twice just to double check. And I find doing it with a light bulb is the easiest thing for people to visualize, because you just turn it off so that light bulb goes black. So that's why I find it very, very important, because we don't want to be open all the time. Some mediums are, and I would find it exhausting. So I hope that gives you an idea and helps you. Jo said she's known how to close down before, but I've always wanted to know how. Yeah, brilliant. I mean, everybody closes down differently. Some people use flowers, some people use a zip. Just it doesn't matter how you do it. Do it how it feels best for you, because at the end of the day, it's what's comfortable for you and what makes you feel closed down. But I always find when I'm teaching with people who are novices, I find they can visualize a light bulb the best. So that's why I do it that way. Mary said, totally amazing. Saw 3 faces, felt guides, and one was Kirk Douglas. Oh, lucky you, Mary. Second good healing I've had this week. Brilliant. I'm glad for that. Wonder what Kirk was doing coming into your... Sorry? Yeah, Richard just said, now we know you used to have a crush on Mary. So that's fantastic. So it'd be lovely, wouldn't it? When you go to church, I'm sure you knew who the guys were, because Mary's a wonderful medium and healer herself. But we never stop learning. And this is one of the things that is so important as a medium and as a healer. We never, ever stop learning. And you can always learn more. And I learn so much from, I run a circle and I run a healing group. And I learn so much from the people I teach and from other mediums and healers. If you're a medium and you get to a certain level and then you think, that's it, I'm developed. No, We can always be better because there's always more. There's always somebody that knows more than we do. So you never ever stop learning, and things change. So I hope you knew who your guides, the new guides were, Mary, and be interesting to see what Kirk Douglas was doing there. As soon as I visualise Kirk Douglas, I see him as Spartan. Is it Spartan? You know, as a Roman. So maybe there's a connection there with perhaps you've had a past life in the Roman era or Spartan era. Be quite interesting to find out. Did anybody see anything different in their meditation or something that stood out? You're very welcome, Miranda. I'm glad that made sense for you, and I think it's the most important thing when you're training to learn to do is to close yourself down. And I work a lot. I'm a minister as well, and I work a lot with children and young teenagers that are bothered by spirit or think they're being haunted or got problems like that. And I find if I show them how to close down, because it's quite easy to do, it doesn't matter how young you are. I teach my grandchildren to do it. It doesn't matter how young you are, because 9 times out of 10, these children have got perhaps an ability, mediumship ability, healing ability that they might want to use when they grow up. They might not want to. But for the meantime, they're children and they need to get on with their lives. And I found if I've shown them how to close down, they find that they're not bothered. And if they do it regularly, they find their life changes. And the same with adults, if they think, if things have been happening. I had a friend that felt spirit were talking to her all the time, but because she wasn't trained, she didn't know how to work with it, because this is one of the things that's important as well. If you become a medium, you need to be trained properly. If you become a healer, you need to be trained properly. You need to know how to work with spirit and what is right and what is wrong and what you can do and how to protect yourself and things like that. So it is very, very important to close yourselves down. And even if you don't think you've got any abilities at all, close yourself down before you go to bed. I bet you'll have a much better night's sleep. It's amazing how it does work. And I'm sure Mary, who's watching as well, will hopefully agree with me. I think Mary is a medium that agrees with closing down as well. Like I say, not everybody does, but we can only teach what works for us and what we've found has worked for other people. So did anybody else have anything exciting happen, or what crystals did you pick? Did you take a crystal home? I don't know a terrible amount about crystals, but I've got a little bit of knowledge. Mary agrees with me. Always learn from others. Yeah, we never stop learning. I know Mary has she runs a circle too, and she has an affinity with certain periods of time, including Roman. It's funny, isn't it, how that happens? It's like if I watch a cowboy film, I'm always on the side of the Indians. I don't like the cowboys. It's like I like the Victorian era. I'm always drawn to Egyptians and Henry VIII. I don't feel as though I was anybody particularly exciting in that era, but I do feel I might have been in his court somewhere doing a menial job. But it's funny, isn't it? When we're drawn to a certain era of time, I do wonder if we've had a past life then. I didn't believe in past lives all the time, but as I've gone on, I've learned that, yeah, I do think past lives have a big effect on us. Gillian said she gets her daughter to close as she's sensitive. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, that's a great idea. Natalie said she had a red crystal. Okay, maybe you need some to be grounded, Natalie. For me, red, colours are different with everybody. It could have been a ruby. It might have been, what other ones are red? My brain's gone dead. Can't think at the moment. I know there's other red ones. But red for me is perhaps you need some grounding. And you need a bit of stability. So I don't know whether you're running around like a headless chicken at the moment, Natalie, but perhaps they gave you the red one just to ground you. I know with a lot of people, people think of red and anger, but I don't feel that's right with you. Gillian's had green aventurine. Wonderful. Green for me and aventurine. I love green aventurine because it's so. I'm going like this as I'm talking to you. I'm going like this with my fingers. It's so lovely and tactile, isn't it? And it's such a beautiful. For me, that's peace. Peace, going out in nature. I don't know whether you enjoy going out in nature, Gillian, and I can imagine you're a tree hugger, or your best times would be sitting perhaps by a river or under a tree reading a book or something, and I feel that would be good for you. But I'm actually, the lovely smooth aventurine is beautiful. It's a lovely crystal. Sophie said her couch took various forms. Red velvet thrown with a gold frame. Welcome, of course, baby, my best queen, full of medium channel healing since childhood. Fantastic. Yeah, red velvet is very luxurious, isn't it, with a gold frame? So for me, that would be for you. I feel somebody's praising you for doing something, Sophie. I feel there's something you've achieved, or you've come through adversity somehow and come out in a better place. And somebody has given you. I mean, I'm not linked into spirit now because I don't actually do readings. So I can't tell you who it is, but I just feel there's somebody in the spirit world that is giving you that red velvet, and it's like they're giving you the crown, the throne, to say well done. And I feel you've come through some tough times, and I do feel you've changed a lot. So take that as a well done from spirit, because I feel that's what that is for you with the throne. Did anybody? Joe said this was my. Right, one moment. No one was around to teach me, probably Sally, so it really affected me badly. I know, this is the thing with this spiritual work. Oh, Joe, sorry, yep. Joe said that was a problem. There's no one around to teach you properly. The thing is, I think with teachers and with myself, I guide people. So I can only guide them on different things, how to close down, how to open up, how to protect themselves, things you should say, things you shouldn't say, how to talk to people. Being a medium and being a healer is such an important thing to do. And you can actually really, really damage somebody's life if you say the wrong thing to them. It's a major, major responsibility. It's not something you take on lightly. And as you said, Joe, it can affect you badly because you don't know how to close down. You don't know how to work with the best of things. I always say, especially to my healers, when they're training, you change. When you become a medium or a healer, especially a healer, you change. And you change in a good way and a bad way. It's wonderful to be able to have that healing energy and to be able to give that healing to people. The bad thing is you can pick things up from people if you don't learn to close down properly. You also change, and you can change friends and relationships, because as you become more spiritual, monetary things don't mean anything to you. You don't need the biggest TV, you don't need the best iPhone. It's not important. And if your friends haven't changed with you, then again, it can cause rifts in families and things like that. You become very sensitive. So, I don't watch the news anymore. I don't read the papers. Maybe that's a cop out on my part, but I find I get too upset if I read them. If I see an animal that's got run over in the road, it really affects me. So these are all the things that you have to be careful of. And I'm sure Mary will agree with me that you do change, and it can change you as a person. So if you've not got somebody to guide you and to somebody that you can talk to and ask for advice from, it's quite difficult. And it does really affect your life. It does really make you a different person. So it's something you've got to really think about before you take on. I know, I got different, my friends changed really, I suppose, because they wanted different things to what I wanted. And yeah, it is nice. I mean, as a teacher and a tutor, you guide somebody. You give them the tools of how to do things, but then you let them use them how they want. Because it's not for me to say, right, you've got to heal with a white light, a blue light, whatever. You know, I just try and guide you in the best way I can, and then you do what feels right for you. So that is the good part of having a tutor and getting help. Sophie says she had green moldavite on the crystal that you was aware of. No, I'm not sure. Green moldavite, I think it is more of a darker green color, isn't it? But I'm not personally sure what that actually means. Again, green for me is healing. Green for me is nature, going out. Perhaps you can look it up. The problem is with crystals, depending on what book you look at, they have different meanings, which can be quite confusing. I don't know enough about moldavite to advise you on that, Sophie. So hopefully, you might be able to find somebody that's more knowledgeable with crystals than I am. I've only got a sparse knowledge of crystals. But again, for me, green means going outside. Even if it's cold, wrap up warm. And I can see you in a forest or outside where there's lots of trees, walking through a forest or a glade, and I think that would give you a lot of upliftment, Sophie, and that's where I can see you. So maybe if there's anywhere like that around where you walk, wrap yourself up warm and go, because I can actually see the steam coming out of your mouth, so I know it's going to be a cold day when you do this. Go and have a walk through the trees, touch the trees, feel the nature, and I feel that will give you a lot of upliftment. Okay, all right. So Richard, I don't know whether he's looked this up or he knew, but he said Moldavite is a very healing, was it a healing crystal? Very, very strong healing crystal. Maybe go and buy yourself some, Sophie. I don't know where you live. Go down to Richard's uh is it Moldavite apparently from a meteorite, Richard said. So you learn something every day. See, I told you never stop learning. Doesn't matter how much you think you know, you never stop learning. Go down to Richard's Fun Day is Fate, and there's 5 crystal stores that apparently are going to be there. Pick yourself up some green moldavite. And I've always been told by my tutors that when you pick a crystal or you pick anything, pick a few up and pick the one that feels right. You'll know the one that feels right for you. So try a few of them, find somewhere that sells green moldavite, pick a few of them up and buy the one that feels, that's the one. You'll know. Okay, you'll be guided to the right one. Are there any more comments, Richard? Or we... So Sophie says she lives in a rural area, so that's brilliant. Oh, 50, 60-foot trees in your garden, back into the woodland. Daily walks are wonderful. Yeah, I could see you just walking through the trees and how much upliftment that gives you. That's fantastic. That's brilliant. Joanne said she found while becoming a healer, I became more positive, really noticed the negative people around me, had to move them out of my life. Yep, again, that is one of the things that does happen. And you find you might become more distant from people. So you have to be prepared for that. That's the only reason that I've always said that, I'm not so keen on Reiki healing, is because you can become a Reiki healer so quickly. With spiritual healing, it takes 2 years. So, when you've done that 2-year course, you're dedicated. And it's a big deal. It's not something that you do just to earn a bit of money on the side. I mean, okay, there are people that do that. But if you truly want to become a Gillian saying moldavite is emotions and love. Thank you, Gillian. Lovely. Thank you for that. To become a healer, it is really a dedication, and it can change your life. It's something. I suppose it's like when people say, I want to be a nurse. It's what do they call it? What do they call it, Richard? when you want to be a nurse or something like that. It's yeah, I can't think what the word is. Uh, somebody help me! My brain's gone dead. See, that's it's all these medications I'm taking. It's like a dedication. It's something that you know you're meant to do. I can't think what the word is. It's gone, and it's the same with a healer. You just know. I've this. Oh, no, I'm back now. Am I back? Yeah. Okay. It's something that you're guided to do. I always said I would never be a minister. I was asked to be a minister probably about 15 years ago, um, and I said no, I would never do that. And then one day, literally, I just turned around and said, I want to be a minister. And Ray, who runs Wimbledon and is president of Wimbledon Spiritual Church, knows dedication. That's what it needs, Joanne. Yeah, knows how much I said no, it's not for me, and he nearly fell over because it was just there, and I had to do it. Um, so I think it's the same becoming a healer. More a call in. Thanks, Jill. That's it. A call in. I knew somebody would get it. Yeah, that's it. A call in. It's I never decided I was going to be a healer or a medium. It just happens, and people say to me, how did you become a medium and healer? And I've got no idea. It's like I was just put in the place, and it's such a long story. Quite an interesting story, but I won't go over that now because it's too long. So I don't know if anybody's got any more comments, Richard, or have we come to the end? Okay. So I hope you, sorry, Jess. Yeah. Okay, we've got a lady called Jess that's on tonight, 8 o'clock, and she communicates with animals. So that should be a really interesting show to watch. So if you're around at 8 o'clock, or even if you're not, you can always catch up on SPTV channel at a later date. I hope you all enjoyed your meditation. I'm glad I'm back. Thank you for letting me come back, Richard. He hasn't got rid of me yet. And I hope that I will see you all in a couple of weeks, and you'll join me for another meditation. It's lovely to speak to you all. And I hope you're all feeling better, more relaxed, more positive, and ready to go out and fight the world and do whatever you need to do. So God bless you all, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.